Hi there, this is Rena here. Oh my gosh, they again asked me to rotate my phone. Okay, so just a moment, have to manipulate this. So here we are, and I am just going to bend it a tiny bit so I am not falling over. Okay, there we go. That was some work, and so we are ready. So anyways, welcome to my day 13. I thought it was day 12, and then I realized, no, yesterday was day 12. Today is day 13. So that was very surprising, and I cannot believe that we are almost close to doing 2 weeks of Facebook Live every day. And it's exciting. Anyways, welcome to my day 13 of Facebook Live for my design business. This is Rena Venkatesh, and I am a designer over here in the Tri-Cities, Coquitlam, for my company, Seasonal Leaf Design, Seasonal Leaf Interior Design. So, what I wanted to share today, just heard from a client of mine who lives in a small, about 1,000 square feet condo over here in the Coquitlam area, and she is struggling with her space in the way that she used to live in a house, and she recently downsized and is now living in a smaller place. But the challenge that she's having is how to arrange the different areas of her home, because when you are living in a big house, you end up with a lot of big size furniture, and being for years living like that, getting into a habit and then moving into a small space, you don't know what to do and how to manage that, how to manage the space, how to make it look open, look functional, look bigger, look the way you lived all these years. I mean, it's a very challenging change, but needs to be done nevertheless. So my job as a designer is to help my clients move into that transition phase and adjust with the space too. So I came up with 5 small dining room ideas that makes the most of a small space. The idea over here is not to be suffering and not to be feeling claustrophobic, but to work with the space so that it looks nice, it looks appealing, it is functional, has good potential, even if it's a small dining area. So the first most important thing that I thought and gave it a kind of a little name is rounding it up. So by rounding it up, I'm laying stress on including anything that is doesn't have the frills, doesn't have the extra little sides parts. So for example, move from a square dining table into a round dining table. The round dining table, because of the circle, which is an endless side, doesn't have any sides, the room feels more compact, and the dining area feels more compact. And then with your round dining table, also use armless chairs. So the armless chairs is kind of like you have the seat, you use a chair, but then you don't have the arms, which is kind of the frills that I was talking about. So if you take away the frills, the item is still functional. And then draw attention to unique details. For example, have an artwork on the wall that is circular. That way you draw the focus not on your space, how little space you have, but on a particular item on the wall. So whoever comes in, their sight stays focused on a particular that area. That's the one tip. Secondly, use a sugary palette of pastel colors. Now I thought I'll take out some colors to show you, but I kind of forgot. I was in a hurry trying to fix my camera and stuff. But you get the idea. Use pastel colors, colors that are soft, colors that are much more lighter, pleasing, like powdery blue, aqua blue, maybe baby yellow, or a light kind of a tingy orangey color, or use lots of, like, blues are a good color to use. So lots of pastels, like, which are much more muted, more soft, gives the space, takes away the starkness of the small space. Thirdly, if you have to happen to have a window in the dining area, use it to your advantage. So move your dining space to the window. See that the seating is kind of facing to the window, and below the window try a bench seating so you're not blocking the view or the light. But if you have like a chair with a backrest, then when people are not sitting, you have those chair backs blocking the window. So having a bench seating still can use the space, but you don't block the view. And then another thing about the window is when you focus on the window, see that your table is centered in front of the window. That way you draw the line of the eye to the window and not on the space around it. And another idea for this using the window is use an oversized hanging pendant light above your dining table. So that way, again, you're putting focus on the window. You're not taking the line of sight away from that window that you want to focus on. Fourthly, tie it all up, tie it down. So by that I mean unify the dining area with your surrounding space. So whatever you have, like whatever design characteristics you have in the surrounding, the color that you have in the surrounding, try to continue that, or even shades of that. Try to keep the design element going. That way you are not separating that area as a different area. It is kind of part of the whole. Also mimic the lighting. If you have some kind of lighting that is there in the kitchen area, if you have a pendant lighting, try to use a smaller version of that, or a single version of that. Maybe not couple, but just one single, but the shade may be a little bit bigger, but the same style, and use it over that dining table. Number 5, the fifth tip is try to work every inch of it. So by that I mean for example, if you have a narrow hallway, then put in a dining table that is long and thin with chairs on either side, or bench seating on one side and chairs on the other side. Free up the floor space by wall hung lighting on pivot. So instead of having a floor lamp, you can have a wall, like a sconce, not a sconce, but kind of a light that suspends. You can fix on, like, one of those arm lights, reading lights that don't need to have it standing on the floor, but you could actually fix it on the wall. That way you free the floor space. And then also punctuate the scheme with artwork, with table decorations to add character, to add personality. So the main idea is to take your attention away from the space, saying that, oh, mine is a small space, but you don't need to do that. You can make a small space look bigger by adding all these different design elements, all these different ideas. So rounding it up, using a sugary palette of pale pastels, using a window and focus on the window, tie it all in, see that the lighting, decor, color, everything kind of falls in the same category as you're doing the rest of the house, and work every inch. So that way you can maximize your small space and still live comfortably, not taking away your comfort, but just to work it smart. So when a space challenges you, so if there is any reason that it doesn't work for you, so work it for you. Like, if it doesn't work for you, you work it for you. Get the idea? So anyways, or if you can, then give me a call, take the help of a designer, and I can help you out very easily. So anyways, that was my 5 tips for your small dining area in your apartment or condo or even townhouse. And hope you got something out of it. Hope it was useful. Hi Lindsay, thanks for watching. Thank you everybody for watching, and see you then tomorrow again at about 12:30, 1 o'clock, or maybe even earlier. I'll post the time on there. So Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye-bye now.